Good afternoon. So it's been a couple days since I was last on, which is probably to be expected in the middle of the work week. But I do have some time this afternoon. My schedule's pretty friendly today. So fortunately, what that means is we can get some more stuff done and make some more progress. So we're going to start out on Sandswept Isles here, trying to get us some more difluorite, because we're getting really close to being able to get another ascended. With the help of that difluorite. That is particularly true since while I was gone, I did get dailies knocked out, I think just once. But during that time, I also grabbed some more difluorite. Not a ton. I didn't have time for a ton, and I didn't want to go bananas when I wasn't actually recording. But I did maybe 7 or 8, something like that, got done. So we're kind of inching closer. Today, let's see, what do we got again? We're at 369. Will we get 31 today to reach 400? I don't know, and I think that would be brushing right up against the daily cap. I don't think it would exceed the daily cap, because I think the daily cap is 50, if I remember right. Although it's been a real long time since I gave any consideration to the daily cap at all. In part because it's not something that in the past I ever had any intention of even getting close to. Running around the map grabbing difluorite was never a method that I used. I never felt obligated to rush that much. And in fairness, I don't feel obligated to rush that much right now. If we do a real good circle of the map now, and doesn't look like we're going to get it, then we're going to accept that. And we're going to move on and do other things. I just do not have any desire to make it a stressful thing when, relatively speaking, we're so close that, if we don't get it today, we'll get it, next time or whatever the case may be. So, not stressed about it. Door to specimen chamber is open. There's a tag down there. Okay, so we will get a handful, though, if we go do specimen chamber. So let's go do specimen chamber. Like, why not? Why not? Maybe there's a reason why not. If you have a reason why not, by all means, let me know. So I hadn't done this one with so few people before. To be completely honest, I'd never done specimen chamber with only a handful of people like this. Pretty pleased with the way it scaled. I feel like that scaled pretty nicely. Pretty happy with it. So this is the chest that should have some difluorite for us. 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like 5, which is not earth-shattering, but we will take it for sure, because it will get us a lot closer to 400 is what we have to have in order to buy. Now, truthfully, 400 is not what we have to have. We have enough right now. And I guess what I could do is kind of, because I'm saving a stack of each one for Skyscale. Well, we're a long ways away from Skyscale still. We still have the last 3 chapters of Season 4 before we start working on Skyscale. So, truthfully, I could just go ahead and get the Ascended. And then over my next few play sessions, get the difluorite I need to catch back up to the 250 that Skyscale will demand of us. Alright, so let's make sure before I do something stupid like I did in the past. The other thing is, was I going to get a ring in here? Or no, I was going to get a ring from Fractals. I was going to get an accessory here. Where was I going to get the other accessory? We actually probably have enough laurels. Again, these laurels are coming faster than I thought for some reason. We have 42 of them. So we can double check. We may be able to get an accessory right away from laurels. The ring I was going to get from Fractals. So we could potentially here in a minute have 2 more ascended. Let's get this one at least. Earrings. 150, 4,000. Alright, so now we're 8 shy of what we're going to need for Skyscale, but we can totally make that up. Complete non-issue. Let's go ahead and put our earrings on. Alright. I believe I recognize one of those names from when we did a run before. So I'm gambling here that this is not going to be an absolute disaster. And I'm almost certainly wrong. Oh, buddy. Where are they? They're in Codicus Manor. Am I crazy? Weren't they advertising in Ascalon Catacombs? Now they're not advertising at all. Oh, because I filled their party, thus closing the ad. Well, that makes me look like kind of a jerk. However, I am 900. Oh, challenge mode. No, thank you. 23. Sure. Back to Lion's Arch we go. I should have stayed in Reaper. I forgot they ended. It ended like this. Fantastic work, it said. Maybe it's a higher tier thing. I definitely thought we had to pull him onto the active panels. But that's certainly not something we did here, so maybe that's a higher tier thing. This guy can just... GG. You can still do that at this point, right? Like, surely you can. Alright, this group is going to do 2, right? Weren't we going to do 1 more? There's one. Oh, that was the only one apparently I still needed. So now we got our master point. Okay, happy times. Then I don't have to think about it for the rest of this fractal. Last time I ran it, I must have done the other 2. Ah, they finished it for me. Oh. I feel bad for Frizz every time, man. What a sad thing. Sad, sad thing. Alright, happy times. Got it done. But I have to remember who I get that stuff from. Is it this guy? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Ring of Red Death or Crystalline Band. Both are Zerker. Both require pristine fractal relics. Let's try to remember what those are called. And we're good on either one of those. I mean, at the end of the day, there's no difference. It's purely a question of like which one I think looks cooler on my character. Let's go Crystalline Band. Why not? Alright. So, holy smokes. Look at us. Okay, now we actually just lost 3 Agony Resistance, but we'll have space to put a +9 in there. So that's going to move us up to 45. And then when we get the last accessory from Laurel's, that'll put us at 54. I mean, there we go. Like, we're pretty much almost at our goal. But this will be our mastery point. That's kind of the whole point, right? We won't do that silver waste thing again. Presumably. I'm not going to make promises, but presumably. There we go. Cool. Last mastery point that we needed for auto loop. Got a lot of experience left to go. Whoops. Oh, now I've healed. Let's see. We're at 920,000 out of a little over 4 million experience needed. But we have the master points. There we go. Alright. And finally, Jackal, 20 gold. So this is going to drop us below our threshold of 150, right? Which is okay. You know, we'd always plan on that. But not that far behind. And once we get... Oh. Well, yeah, that was 1 gold in that achievement chest. Cool. But they need to be okay because everyone else now... Once one side finishes, everyone else might as well... finish, because like I don't know why commanders like suggesting that we wait. There's no point waiting. West and East had already finished, so we were either going to succeed or we weren't. I think maybe there's just this delay between him being able to, you know, him typing, what's happening, and then he has to type. Oh man. All right. So South is struggling. That's okay. There we go. We got it though. So sometimes the East it's so easy that sometimes they'll give the impression that they're gonna fail because it's funny. I don't find it terribly funny. I also don't find it terribly panic-inducing, but I don't think it's that funny. Whether or not that was the case here, I don't know. It might just be the East, struggle. What does that say? What is that doing there? And why did the raid portal, vomit? These are things I had not noticed before. I had never noticed that graffiti before. Okay, we're all wrapped up. So let's take a look at what we accomplished today. What we accomplished was not 1, but 2 new Ascended. And we need a few more Ecto, and then we can use Laurels to fill that with another Ascended. And we're going to be in a real good place when we talk about Agony Resistance. We did put AR in this and this. We still need to get some. We'll get that, and then we'll put AR in those 2. And then I think we'll be in a real good place on Agony Resistance. To technically meet the criteria that I laid forth for this playthrough, we may have to find a way to get 1 more Ascended, but we can cross that bridge a little bit later. We also got something that I'm happy about. We got the Jackal today as well. See? Boom. Jackal. I don't plan on getting any mount skins. Not something I'm particularly interested in paying a whole bunch of money for. I got no problem with them monetizing mount skins, but I don't like the way they went about it. I'm not sure that most of them, with a few exceptions, are really worth the money that they cost, so we're not going to do that. But we do have Jackal now. We're pretty happy with that. So when we pick up next time, we're going to keep working on Season 4, and we need to do more Heart of Thorns meta events, and we need to do more Dungeons and Fractals, because we got we got a few big pushes here. We still got a long ways to go in terms of experience for auto loot. We got a long way to go in terms of experience to get stealth gliding and then advanced gliding. So that's 2 things right there. This is where our Heart of Thorns meta events are going to be so important. We do still have a tiny bit left. I should have left that open. Tiny bit left here to get JTAG Waypoint, but that's not really a lot. This one's not going to be that hard. And then continuing to work towards Skyscale. So, and I don't want to end up at the point where the last 5 or 6 times that I play pursuing these goals, it's all Skyscale. So we'll try and balance that out so that doesn't happen. So what is our time at now? 60 hours, 44 minutes. 67 mastery points. Almost all of our Ascended that we're seeking. So 5 Ascended pieces, soon to be 6. Pretty happy with that, all said. So look forward to seeing you next time. It might be a few days, but we will get around to it, and we'll get some more done. Thank you.